Hello, my beautiful loves. If you would like your own personal reading, you can email me. If you would like spiritual coaching, you can email me as well. So, this is exciting for you, Sag. This is spirit is like a big turn of events for you. Two things that you're going to experience: lots of success when it comes to your job, and also lots of success when it comes to dating. You are going to be presented with an alpha male or alpha female, someone who is wearing their heart on their sleeves, someone who you didn't expect to meet, or you didn't expect for them to trigger all these emotions and feelings inside of you. So you could have been a Sagittarius, like you're like homebody. You like to stay home. You like to watch TV. You occasionally go out. And I feel like you could have started to feel like love wasn't going to happen for you. That's what it seems like. You could have came to a season where you became content with just being by yourself, or pretending that you were okay with being single. And isn't that so funny that spirit tried to that was a little shady, pretending that you're okay. So you could have made it seem like, oh, I like being single. I'm okay being single. But people could tell that deep down inside, like you are a hopeless romantic, and it was hurting you that your love life wasn't going the way you wanted it to. I even hear like shame. People around you who are close to you could have felt like you were hiding lots of deep shame and lots of deep regrets. And this is what led you to start to reinvent yourself so that you can, heal different parts of you in order to attract a future husband, a future wife. But let me tell you, this is exactly what's going to happen. I even see flowers, like somebody bringing flowers. I want to tell you that this is something that you could have been manifesting forever. I'm talking about some of you since you were a little girl. And this is going to probably surprise you, specifically the age 12. This is what spirit is showing me. They're showing me a vision of you being 12 and you playing with Barbie and you playing with Ken. You would reenact all the time of what it would be like to be a wife, to be a husband. If you're playing with Barbies, and 9 times out of 10 you're probably a girl. Boys play with Barbies too, by the way, because I used to make my my little cousin play with me when I had nobody to play with. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest of my 2 older siblings. So, when you have a younger sibling, you don't really want to play with them. So I had a cousin who was younger than me, and I would make my little cousin play with me because my sisters, they were doing their own thing. But anyway, I don't even know why I'm besides the point. Spirit is showing a vision of you being 12 and you playing you've been manifesting love since you've been 12 years old. Some of you 10 years old, even for some of you. Some of you had a pink Barbie house, and all this Barbie stuff is coming up. Do you have a child and you going to have a Barbie party for them? Are you going to go see the movie Barbie? But anyway, spirit is saying, I see it again. You had a Barbie dream house, and attached to the dream house was like a pool and a nice car. And this is all you've ever wanted. You could have hid this deep into your heart, because every time you had a love connection that failed, it just shattered your heart. Literally, it shattered your heart so bad that you hid this deep inside of your heart. And spirit wants to give you this as a gift. You are going to be gifted with love in this season, the summer season. You're going to have a summer love that can bring you to marriage if you want it. If you want it, this is going to give you an opportunity to integrate every single thing that you learned about love. Some of you too, you've been trying to heal your child. If you have a child with someone, it didn't work out, you could be trying to heal your child, or But let me get back to the love situation. But what Spirit is saying is like, what did you learn about love? What did you learn through all your failures? What did you learn? Like, what did you see in your household? Because there's something that you've seen in your household that you realize, like, after years, like, this is not love. What I thought was love wasn't. And you started to research. You started to research, and it's like you started to learn. Some of you could have even got like counseling. You could have got counseling. You could have got life coaching, a relationship coach in order to like help you. So even though you could have said that you give up, you're done, it's like I'm seeing a journey of someone walking into wholeness with themselves and healing some of your childhood issues and healing your visions of you thinking dysfunctional and toxic was love, and arguing and the bare minimum. Some of you guys struggled with accepting the bare minimum of like people coming into your life. And I'm talking about some of you guys could have been in very abusive relationships. Like I see your house looking crazy. Like somebody who would be so impulsive, so emotionally damaging that they would break up stuff in your house. I see things being thrown all over. You could have gotten to like straight up full WWE style in your house, baby. And I ain't talking about on the TV. I'm talking about in your bedroom, in the living room. You used to fight. Like love was a fight. Love was war, literally. And you have been working on yourself in order to clean this up. So you are being gifted with love. And this is, once again, an opportunity for you to integrate everything you learned about love. And the biggest thing is communication. Like communication was a problem. You speaking up and saying to people what you need out of love was a problem. You even knowing what you want from love was a problem. Some of you didn't even know. Spirit says you needed so much direction and you didn't have any direction. And this is why you struggled. So there's two reasons why you didn't have any direction. You could have had a mother who was wounded and worked out of her masculine energy. So you had a mother who would just work, come home and just like cook if she even had an opportunity to cook. Some of you guys had to cook for your own self. So it's like you starting to realize like that dynamic didn't work for me, and my mother or father for you. Well, mother in this situation, your mother was so wounded her own self that she could not supply you or show you what feminine energy looked like. And she was barely even supportive of you. So you had a lot of work to do. And this is why your journey to love could have been so long. This is why you could have had like failed marriages. You never really had anyone around you to demonstrate real healthy love. And you're excited. You are so excited. Like, let me tell you, this love is so big. It's so beautiful that it's not going to feel real at times. At times you're going to panic and like, is this real? Am I enough? What if they leave me? This is how you're going to start to feel, because the love just feels so pure and it's so easy. And in the beginning, Spirit says they may be a little bit intimidated by you, you know? And I feel like it's because of your beauty and your power. And it's crazy because maybe you've never even thought of yourself as beautiful, because you could have struggled with self-image and like weight issues and self-esteem. So you probably never even realized like you are freaking gorgeous or you are so handsome. But this person is like, their breath is taken away by you. Their breath is literally taken away by you. And if you do go out with this person, every single time you step outside or you meet up with them, their breath just keeps, like, their heart just sinks in their chest when they see you. You look beautiful. You look stunning. And they're so excited to have you next to them. So this is a this is a 360. I've never, had this level of love reading for Sagittarius in a while, because everything has been so focused on the inner work. So this is going to be different for you. Like, let me just get you prepared for your next season. Your next season is all about integrating the lessons you've learned about love into your own love. And if this person has children and you have children, you are going to have a blended family together. And your love is going to be so pure and so special that you two can even go into work, like with helping other people learn how to use their wounds to heal it and to set an example that true love does exist. Ain't that so pretty? So, and you know, by the way, if some of you guys could already be in this, maybe this is something, maybe I just told your past story and the truth is you guys are already have your blended family and you guys are right now working on a project together as a couple to start to create healthy marriages again. Maybe this is something that you and your husband or you and your wife are going to start to do together as a side business together. And if you do, it's going to be successful. Spirit just said to be patient with it. Like, you guys got to be patient. I feel like you guys can be at the stage of like how we're going to get our community, how we're going to get people to come together. You could be mapping out the details and it's going to be very beneficial. The world definitely needs what you have to offer. But be patient as the world even has to open up to the fact that I never even knew true love can exist for me. Whew. Some people are so traumatized that they can't even put their mind, They can't even put their mind or their heart to even imagine that somebody can love them after all they've been through, because trauma makes you see yourself from the eyes of brokenness. When you look in the mirror, you see someone broken, you see somebody used and abused and battered. That's what trauma does. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you in a very dark place. So in order to come over that, to overcome that, it has to be a very intentional path. And I feel like maybe the world would need to catch up to you, Sag. Maybe the world would need to catch up to the fact that true love can truly exist after trauma, and that the more you heal yourself, you are allowing yourself to receive a healer version of love, like through you, right? So every part of you that you heal, if you have the courage and the strength to let go of what you used to have, you allow spirit to align you with a more healed version of you, because like attracts like. And everything I'm saying now can be a foundation of what you are trying to show the world. Like, you don't have to live in disharmony. You don't have to, your marriage doesn't have to be a war. Everything doesn't have to be trauma-based and traumatic and spiteful and manipulative, and you don't have to. You can break the generational curses that your family placed on you. You can open up your heart to love again. Like, real love is out there as soon as you are ready to be intentional about inviting that energy in, making love and being with somebody who's your type and has healthy belief systems and can communicate, and they won't run. And if they do try to run, at least they can come back and apologize to you and work through it with you. Because spirit says, like, the distance is starting to hurt you. And this is how you'll know that you are starting to go into transition to real commitment. If distance hurts too much and it makes you resentful when somebody tries to distance themselves from you, it just means that you're starting to become a more whole version of yourself, and distance doesn't feel safe. So if distance doesn't feel safe, then what does that mean? Closeness is what your spirit is craving. Distance don't feel safe for you. Distance makes you feel like a fight or flight, like you're fighting with your own internal self when somebody is distant. It just means you're growing closer to yourself. And as you grow closer to yourself, you're going to need a love that will make you feel safe. So you are the foundation of your healing, of why this love is even showing up. So Spirit says you have faced yourself. You really have. You faced yourself. And some of you guys are learning how to become more calm, or coping with anxiety, coping with the lower self that will try to give you negative, fearful thoughts. Some of you finally started to get comfortable with being by yourself. Being by yourself or being single could have been scary for you, but now you have learned to enjoy your own company, and you have integrated so much. And some of you guys are already helping people, like individually. You've been separated. You've been separated from the manipulators. You've been separated from the darkness, and you're in a very planted place. Planted to me just sounds like grounded, like spirit could be getting you ready for this right now if you're not there already, once again. So you're in a very grounded, planted place, because this is probably why you, every time you look on TikTok, you see husbands and wives or marriages, and you keep seeing a lot of things that you start to read or listen to people talk about marriage. Is because you're being prepared for a healthier marriage. All right. Also, a new stream of income. That's the biggest thing. A new stream of income is coming into your household. Let me see. And if you are with somebody, they didn't know that the distance bothered you. They work really, really hard, and they never knew that the distance bothered you. But if you bring it up to them, they're going to find time for you, because they really, really like you. They might even invite you out to meet their family or to meet their friends. So this conflicted and defeat can be, once again, separation anxiety. Distance makes you, yep, I knew it. You're stepping into your power. You're starting to take charge over like defeated thoughts, feeling defeated, feeling conflicted, just about yourself, just about the future. Just a lot of answers are going to start to come towards you. I knew it. You're going from a season of like conflict, battle, having to address so much pain in your lower self, and inviting the wrong people into your life, and and blah, 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 blah. Like you're going from that to a way more balanced place, being balanced within yourself first. And this is why you're having a balanced partner, because two wholes coming together. Awareness. Some of you guys can be aware of this already. You could even have like dreams, like you have a dream. See, like you're disconnected from the way that things used to be. I feel like the old type don't even intrigue you anymore. Like you used to have a type, honey. You could have had a bad boy type. Some of you still may have a bad boy type, but for this reading in specific, some of you could have had like a bad boy life. Being distant could have, it could have triggered your emotional wounds. And at the time, you could have felt like that was normal for somebody to be distant, or for relationships to be on and off. You could have felt like that was normal, but now it just makes you bored. If a person is not embracing you, if a person is not fulfilling you, if a person is not loving you, if a person is not texting you back, if a person is not like speaking to you and trying to connect with you on a deeper level so that you can have something more solid, it's boring. It's not even fulfilling to you anymore. That in and out cycle is like, it's like a turn off to your spirit and your soul. Like you will give up once you start to see somebody do the cha-cha with you, the in and out, baby. You're like, this is boring. This is not even fulfilling. Like, how am I going to have sex? How are we going to make love? How are we going to have intimacy? How are we going to like have these deep, meaningful conversations and grow if you are constantly in and out? Like if you're changing, 1 minute you're this person, next minute you're that, like your spirit won't even tolerate it anymore. Like you just are bored with it. It's boring. And that's another sign that like you don't live there no more. Return to sender, baby. That's not for me. So Spirit says you're happy. You're going to be really happy that this is happening for you. See? Things are starting to move forward. Some of you guys, your lease is up and you just got a brand new car. A really nice car. Some of you guys just got a sports car, or you could be trading in a vehicle. All right. Some of you are like even traveling the world now. Like now that you are done with that cycle, I see you like traveling and taking more risks, things that could have been more scary to you because you could have been in such a fearful state. You're not even there no more. I want to share my life with you. Somebody wants to look, I split the deck. Look what came out in the deck. It could be a Taurus. It's going to be somebody who starts out as your friend. They're very flirtatious too with you. Like let me tell you, whoever this person is, like I said, if you're not with them already, they already have it in their mind. They're already trying to manifest this higher level of love with you. This is exactly what they want as well. They're making changes in their background, whether you know it or not. Like as every time they meet you and you guys like link up together, or when you do, if you didn't meet this person, when you guys get together, when you guys link up, every time they learn something about you, they go home and they integrate it. They research it, they read it, and they want real love too. All right. And if, look, I said they want real love too. And look, they've been manifesting real love. They've been manifesting real love. For some of them, what's going to make them really want to try hard with you is in the past, they missed out on an opportunity for love. You know, they could have missed out on opportunity. They could have took too long to make up their mind or make a decision. And the person could have like totally checked out on them, and that could have scared them. So they've already been trying to heal. They've already been in a healing season. And this is definitely a new offer of love. For some of you, like I said, it could be someone that you're going to have a renewal with, somebody that like things could have ended in the past, you know, for whatever reason. But if you are single, this is somebody completely new, somebody that you could be getting with from like a past life. You guys experienced a past life. So just know that when you meet this person, it's going to feel like, why do you feel so familiar? And in the beginning, if you guys have little brief in the beginning, if you guys have brief separations, it's because this person is still integrating the lessons from the past. They're still healing, like deep healing. Spirit says this person is recovering from abandonment. I hear like this is the most hardest lesson I've ever had to go through. They may tell you about it. Yep. Heart-to-heart conversations. You wanted somebody who can have deep heart-to-heart conversations, who will be vulnerable, who express themselves to you. They're going to do it. And they're so shy of you. You're so beautiful to them that they get kind of shy. They kind of get a little tongue-tied, you know? Like they find you so precious. Like my heart almost skips a beat when I think about you. That's how they're going to feel. What it's going to be for you, it's time for you to take back control over your life. And I already said that you are. It showed that in the cards. You could have been like struggling with these wounds for so long. And it's just like, you're ready. You're like, I am so done. Baby, I want to make love on balconies. I want to live my best life. I want to, come on. I want to be where the palm trees are. Some of you guys could be where the palm trees are, literally. But you are about to break free from the shackles of the past that were holding you back from love, and stop beating up on yourself. So, you know, some of you guys could have been beating up on yourself for like the awful harshness that you did accept as love in the past. That's the only crazy thing about having like spiritual revelations, you know, when you have a revelation and it's like it shatters that illusion that you have been thinking that this was love or this would have been your forever person. And when you find out, like when spirit really like shakes you up and wakes you up, you're like, shit, all this time I've been like deceiving my own self. And it's very, very hurtful. So you are in a place of forgiving and learning from your past, but it's only because you have a husband, you have a wife. And once again, if you're already, some of you guys are so ashamed that you're not going to even share your story. You're ashamed to even share your story with this person. At the same time, can I just tell you this? You ain't got to share that story. I just feel like, I feel like you get to decide. Your past is your past. It's the past for a reason. If you feel as if you're not who you used to be anymore, and if you won't tolerate what you used to, like, share the new person with this person. You don't have to share your past with nobody. Let me just see. They may even show you a photo album of their. See, come on with it. I wish you would, baby. I wish you would. Y'all better like this video. Hit the like button on them. Look at all this. There's so much pleasure There's so much truth that you're going to come to about yourself. You're about to shine your light, and you're about to come into your power, like manifesting the most beautiful, passionate love. Like your love story is coming into fruition in this season. Like this is a beautiful love story. But yeah, I seen a photo album. They can be sharing you like pictures of when they was a baby, or showing you pictures of their mom, or showing you pictures of their family. You know, this person is very sentimental. They're a little emotional, but not like, you know, overly. Let me tell you what sign they could be. Not like overly emotional, but because when I said sentimental, I almost wanted to shed a tear. So this person could be very sentimental. It could be a Pisces. That's funny, right? It could be a Taurus. It can be a Capricorn. It can be an Aquarius. It could be a Cancer. It could be a Taurus. When it does two signs, when it says Taurus twice, I stop. So, you know, twin signs. It could be a Gemini. See, look, this person has been like using manifestation like rituals in order like to attract in their love. They're gonna feel like they freaking manifested you, yo. That's how they're gonna feel. They're gonna love your height. They're going to think that you are so outgoing and fun. They're going to feel so comfortable around you. They're going to love the way that you take care of your children if you are a parent. Some of you too, I just heard like I used to be a lesbian, but now I'm straight again. So some of you guys, you could have tried the same sex and then you decided to, You could have been like a lesbian and you tried the same sex and it didn't work out for you. So then you went back to being with men. All right. Whatever floats your boat. You could be a lesbian watching this, and you could have tried men and thought that I ain't doing this man thing, baby. And could have went back to women. All right. But yeah, you guys are going to sip wine together. Sipping is they're going to love how spiritual you are. Be careful of an ex trying to give you a taste of your own medicine because they see that you're not clinging on to them and you're not going back and forth with them and you're not trying to hold on to them or fight with them or argue. Now they want to set revenge on you. Like, what? Come on. This was such a beautiful reading. You know, they're going to love your laugh. They're going to love your hips. They may hold you and like hug your hips. What in the revengeful ex is coming through this energy? Why they gotta do this? Can't I just have a nice reading? Come on, I got so far. Gosh, what the hell? It always gotta be some type of dramatic in it. I'm like, this was so beautiful. And look, I should have ended 5 more minutes earlier, right? That would have never came out. You have an ex that has some type of nerve. I'm gonna tell you that much. They have some type of goddamn nerve because you don't want to entertain their shit. You don't want to entertain their shit. Ain't nobody. Let me tell you something. You don't have to spend the rest of your life chasing somebody. Nobody wants that. Somebody could be mad because you're not playing into their games anymore. They're having fits. They're having fits and stuff. Spirit says you're going to have tantric sex with this person. Baby, you going to feel like you on the moon making love to this person. And they're going to love how freaky you are. I feel like you both will be freaky. That's one thing. You both going to be freaky. And they're going to feel like you're a little bit more advanced than them, though. You probably got a trick or two. Put it in the comments. Let me put it in the comments, baby. You got a trick or two. They also feel like you're very self-aware. I'm going to do a full spread and let me find out about, I'm only going to pull 2 cards on the extended for the ex that is pissed. It could be, Spirit says it could be narcissistic injury. All right. If you were with a narcissist, it's narcissistic injury. Like when you finally decide to take your power back and move on, it's almost like it's scarring to their ego. So whoever you were with before, like the ego was very big and everything they did had to do with like fulfilling their ego. And when you decide that you don't want to play into their ego games, then they feel scorned and they want to get revenge. So let me just go on to the extended. I send you all so much love and light.